The world today is more connected than at any other time in history. Capital, goods, and information move across borders with increasing speed. Yet, behind this global connection lies a growing level of uncertainty. The global economy is facing challenges that are complex, interconnected, and difficult to predict. Economic shocks no longer remain within national borders. When disruption occurs in one region, its impact is felt across the world. This is the reality of the global economy today, constantly changing, deeply interconnected, increasingly uncertain. In this program, we will examine global economic dynamics in an age of uncertainty, exploring the forces that shape them, the risks they create, and the choices that lie ahead. Global economic uncertainty is not the result of a single event. It has developed over time through a series of overlapping crises. The global pandemic marked a major disruption to economic activity. Production slowed, supply chains were interrupted, and employment levels declined worldwide. As recovery efforts began, geopolitical tensions increased. Conflicts between nations led to trade restrictions, economic sanctions, and rising energy costs. At the same time, climate-related risks have become more evident. Extreme weather events affect food production, infrastructure, and long-term economic stability. These factors together have created a new global environment, one defined by ongoing uncertainty rather than short-term instability. Inflation has emerged as one of the most significant global economic challenges. Prices have risen across many countries at the same time. Higher living costs have reduced purchasing power and increased pressure on households and businesses. In response, central banks have adjusted monetary policy. Interest rates have been raised to limit inflation and stabilize prices. However, these measures also slow economic activity. Investment becomes more cautious. Consumer spending declines. For developing economies, these conditions are particularly challenging. Currency pressure, capital outflows, and debt concerns increase economic vulnerability. Policymakers are now required to balance price stability with sustainable growth. International trade has long supported global economic growth. Today, this system is undergoing significant adjustment. Disruptions to global supply chains have revealed structural weaknesses. High dependence on limited production centers has increased economic risk. Many countries are now reassessing their trade and production strategies. Economic resilience is becoming as important as efficiency. Production networks are being diversified. Trade relationships are increasingly shaped by strategic and regional considerations. This transition represents a major shift in the structure of the global economy. Technology continues to reshape the global economy. Digital systems, automation, and artificial intelligence are changing how value is created. Organizations that adapt effectively are better positioned for long-term stability, those that do not face increasing competitive pressure. Labor markets are also evolving. Demand for digital and analytical skills is growing while traditional roles are changing. However, access to technology remains uneven. Differences in digital infrastructure contribute to global inequality. Technological progress offers opportunity, but inclusive policies are required to ensure shared benefits. Economic recovery is not occurring at the same pace everywhere. While some countries experience renewed growth, others face prolonged difficulty. Developing economies often face multiple challenges simultaneously: economic stability, social development, and exposure to external shocks. International cooperation and financial institutions play an important role, but continued reform is necessary to address long-term inequality. Without coordinated global action, economic disparities are likely to increase. Uncertainty is now a defining feature of the global economy, yet it also creates an opportunity for reassessment and improvement. Past crises have shown that economic systems can adapt and evolve. The choices made today will shape future outcomes. A more resilient, inclusive, and sustainable global economy is possible. Achieving it will require cooperation, adaptability, and long-term perspective. The future of the global economy is not determined by one country or region. It is shaped by collective global decisions. In a world of constant change, informed and cooperative action will define the path forward.